Dimension Films' ident is in each opening of the slasher. It's bold writing and then not bold writing, but it's all in capitals, which senses that there could be something wrong as it's on an angle. And 3. The 3 is whipped in like a sword and is also almost like it's cutting the blood, as the colour scheme is black, red and blue. Font is bold and is a sans serif font and stands out against the background of it. It also fades from red to black, and you can tell it's going to be a horror film by this. Created by Wes Craven in 1996, its Dimension Films had a budget of $22 million. This, in Scream 4, the text font is the same and it's spiky, and they've changed the A4, which is quite clever, and is in red, and it's still keeping the same colour scheme, white, red and black. It also is really mysterious, but it's also more modern, and we can tell this as it is a higher budget film. We can tell this by the font used. Directed by Wes Craven in 2011, it had a budget of $40 million. We can see that the budget from Screams have gone up from a low budget to a high budget film due to the director and the more famous actors in the film. This is Halloween. Halloween has the same Dimension Films and it's exactly the same, but then we get Dimension Films Presents, unlike the other films, which is a contrast of the different fonts, as one's serif, one's sans serif. And we then get some of the background, which is in the opening, and it's white writing against black background. In Halloween, you need to know who Dr. Samuel Loomis is, as in the other films, he's used in Nightmare on Elm Street and other films as different characters as something Loomis. This is a narrative theory, and some people will understand it and some people won't. Halloween had a budget of $15 million. It was directed by Rob Zombie and it was a 2007 film. The title of Halloween is very sudden and makes you jump and is almost like a false scare. It is serif font. We then get the opening, which is this music, which puts a twist in it as we don't think it's a horror. We then see it is Halloween and it's October 31st. This is Dimension Films and it's from Black Xmas. This is the ident that opens the film, and it's the same for all the films. We then get 2929 Productions, which is the same, but this doesn't really look like a horror, unlike the Dimension Films, which does put a sort of twist on it. Black Xmas is then shown and is black writing against a red background, which signifies it could be a horror film, as it does represent blood, murder and some sort of drama. The font is also like it's been scribbled on, which sort of says that something's wrong. It was directed by Glenn Morgan in 2006. It had a budget of $9 million. The shot gives the anchorage of the time scale and where it was set, and also sets the scene for what's about to happen. So quite mysterious, as we see the lights, and then criminally insane, which puts a bit of a twist and makes you feel like there's something wrong. It also builds a narrative enigma. In all the films I have compared, I have found that each film has started off as a low budget, and then the trilogy has turned into a high budget, such as the Scream 4 has turned into a high budget film, as it's probably been more popular. It's got more popular actors in, and it's been more expensive to make. We can tell this by the music, as it's more modern. Black Xmas we can tell is a low budget film, as the titles is quite shaky and there's not a lot of opening idents and titles. It's like this in all 4 films I have looked at: Scream 3, Scream 4, Halloween and Black Xmas.